guys, and welcome to my new video. This is a video that I'm making to mark the 25th of May, which is International Geek Pride Day. It's not really a movie review or a trailer review or anything of the sort. It's actually more like a vlog. And in this video, I thought it would be nice for me to introduce myself and talk a little bit about who I am, why I'm doing this, and what I'm all about. I'm going to be using this video to answer what I believe are the most basic questions that anybody could ask about what it is that I'm doing, and I hope that you guys will get some insight into what is going on here, alright? So first off, the questions are, what, who, when, where, how, and why? So let me just go through them one by one, and we can get to know each other a little bit better, or you can get to know me, whatever. Alright, the first question is what? What is all of this? This is the Movie M Show, the first show on YouTube from the Maldives, which aims to review different types of movies for fun. It's gonna be targeted mostly at the movies that they air in this one cinema that we have, which is called Schwack. Okay, we have another one too, but I'm not sure what kind of movies are there. So let's just talk about Schwack. Alright, so Schwack movies are the movies that I'm going to be giving priority to, although I'll be reviewing other types as time goes on, I suppose. And I also want to talk about different types of geek culture here, hoping to resonate with other geeks out there who like the stuff that I like, which I think is awesome. And now the second question, who? Who am I? My name is Mooney. Hi, nice to meet you. And I'm from the Maldives. I love geeky stuff. I consider myself to be a geek, and I'm also really talkative, which is probably why all of this is happening right now. Alright, the third question is when? When did all of this get started? And to be honest, I've been thinking about making a YouTube show ever since this year began. I wanted to review movies, I wanted to talk about TV shows, or maybe video games, maybe talk about the Maldives a little bit up here. You know, just tell people what it is to live in this beautiful country, and maybe dispel some stereotypes and have some fun. But the thing is, I was pretty much a chicken about it. I was like, oh my god, what if people hate it? What if people get mad at me? What if I get lynched on the road? A series of fortunate events occurred in my life which led me to a place where I felt like if I'm afraid of something, the best way to get rid of that fear is to face it. And so, because I was afraid of doing the whole video thing, I just decided, you know what? That is the best reason to do it. And so I just jumped in head first, and here I am. I know that I'm not very good at it yet, but you know what? Every step forward is knowledge gained, experience had, mistakes made. I think it'll all come together one day to be something really awesome. The fourth question is where? Where am I doing this? That's an interesting question because there are two answers. The first answer is where I am right now, and this is not my room. I mean, I would really like it to be my room. It would have cool shit like this. I mean, how awesome will this be, right? Yeah, but this is actually my kid cousin's room. I kind of borrowed it because it was very different from my room, and it would give this video a bit of flavor that I wouldn't get with those green walls and all that, plus that stupid cupboard thing. So yeah, plus, you know, I get to carry this thing around. How awesome is that? Alright, as for where I actually do my show, it is in my room. My room being my one-room apartment, which is smaller than a shoebox. But I figure, how am I any worse off than most people who live in this country? And if I want to do something, isn't it better to just use what limited resources that I have? In fact, that would actually make it more meaningful, I think. So, yeah, I make most of these videos in my room, on my own. It's a struggle, it really is. But every time I get a video up, I feel like, whew, I did it. I really, really did it. And it makes me feel like I really accomplished something, and that makes me happy. And now, question number 5. How do I do this? And this is where it gets technical, alright? So the question is, how do I film my videos? How do I get sound? How do I edit them? What do I use? What's my setup like? I know that most people don't really care, but I thought I'd just talk about it a little bit anyway. First off, I started off by buying a camera, which is called the Canon Legria Mini. It's a pretty atypical camera, but apparently it is for vlogging and stuff where you can just talk to the camera and you can directly see yourself, which is cool and useful because then I don't have to like have somebody behind the camera tell me, okay, a little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the forward, a little to the back. I can do it all on my own. And Yeah, the first video I had, I didn't even use a tripod, which is the first thing I bought, by the way, after the camera. I had my camera on a suitcase, on a box, on some books, and a little box again. It was like a circus balancing act. It was terrible. The Divergent video, that's what I'm talking about here. And that is one of the reasons why I was so close to the camera, and the reason why one of the lights was totally in my face. It was just a friggin' mess. Just getting the tripod alone has made it so much easier for me to film this stuff. You have no idea. And also, I'd like to talk about this thing. I guess you guys are getting a bit curious about it. I did mention it in one of my videos in a post-credit scene. The reason why I have this is basically noise cancellation. I want to have a good standard, and I don't want to have shitty audio just because I have shitty lighting. So, like, if there's anything that I can do to make the audio better, I'd do it. So, I record it using my phone here, and it's usually pretty high quality audio, so I just sync it with my video later on, so it sounds pretty good. One day I hope to get myself a pin mic, so that I don't have to worry about this sort of shit, but for now, this is the only thing that's keeping my videos from being a total disaster, at least sonically speaking. So I hope you guys bear with me until I can get rid of this, because trust me, that'll be the day that I'll be really happy too, because then I'll feel pro. Lastly, about light, right? Currently, I'm lighting myself using natural light. There's a window right over there, but it's not an option for where I live, because obviously I live in a cave. Yeah. So, what I have to do is I have to have all my lights on, and I have to have a light pointing directly at my face. And I also have to have all the fans and stuff off, because I don't want there to be any, random noises and all that. So it becomes really, really hot. And this thing, I mean, it looks classy as fuck, but it does not do you any favors when it comes to the heating department. I have to wipe my face after every single thing that I say in a video. Do you notice that there are a lot of jump cuts in my videos? It's because between every sentence, I have to wipe my face. I hope the day comes that I don't have to do this anymore. I'm looking into LED lights because apparently that could give me a lot of the light, but not a lot of the heat, which is something that I'm really interested in, so maybe it'll improve. And now, the last question, my favorite question personally, why? Why am I doing this? Why am I on YouTube? Why am I making videos? Why am I opening myself up to criticism from every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there? Why am I qualified to talk about movies? What gives me the right to have an opinion? Who the fuck am I? And for that, I'm gonna have to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm somebody who wants to study filmmaking. I'm somebody who's definitely really interested in movies and the process that is making them. And I am a writer, so I want to write screenplays at some point as well. And I would like to see what would happen if I directed something. And also, because I'm from the Maldives, it means that they don't teach this stuff here. Come on, where the hell do you think we're from? So my only option is to go abroad to study, but currently I can't do it because of various financial limitations, various work-related limitations and whatnot. And because of that, it makes me feel like I'm kind of stuck, I mean, it's not like I'm not going places, I am. It's just I'm not going to the places that I want to go. And I'm definitely too stubborn to just let it go like that. So because I want to learn video editing, I decided to myself, I'm going to learn this stuff even if I have to teach it to myself. And that's when the other part of me comes into play. See, I used to work for the radio. I had a radio show where I did all sorts of random shit. It was a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun putting on a bit of a show. So when I thought of teaching myself video editing, which is one thing, and the whole radio put on a show thing, which is another thing, I thought to myself, why not bring them together? And I decided to make a YouTube show. See, I watch a lot of YouTube, and there are a lot of YouTubers out there who inspire me daily. They're absolutely fantastic people, and they seem to have a lot of fun doing whatever it is that they do. So I thought, why can't that be me? Why can't I just go to work, go to college, whatever, and find some time to make some YouTube videos and have fun on the internet? Because it could be awesome. It could be. I also felt like nobody's really tried it before, and I didn't really understand why. Because there were people out there who were much more talented than me, people who were much funnier, people who were much more intelligent, people who knew their shit a lot better than I did, but they weren't doing anything. It made me feel sad because I didn't want to be one of those Maldivians who's just in the Maldives and slowly watches as their dream dies. Because even if I had to do it myself, I wanted to do it. I wasn't ready to give up on it. So I thought, let's just start a YouTube show. It'll be fun. I'll learn what I want to learn, and I'll have fun putting on a show, which is also something that I really love doing. and I kind of missed it after I quit radio. I don't really care about the more public aspect of it, really. I just want to do something fun and not let where I live limit who I am. Because why should it? Being from the Maldives is not a handicap. It's not. It's a beautiful country, and it has its own sets of things that you can do here too. And I like living here, I do. It's just that what I want to study is not an option here, and that's okay. It happens. It just means that I had to find a way to get out of here and study it, and then come back, if I want to come back, that is. So until then, this show is a way for me to keep my dream alive, and it is a way for me to practice the thing that I want to learn, and it's a way for me to just have fun while living in the Maldives. And honestly, I hope that a bunch of people who see this think, you know, if this idiot can do it, so can we. We can do it, and we can do it better. And I would like that. I would love there to be a lot of Maldivian YouTubers. How awesome would it be, right? Everybody talking about their own personal experiences living in this country, us getting exposed to different sides of our communities that we never knew existed, all the diversity up for the world to consume, and everybody learning about what an amazing place this place is. And despite all the hang-ups that we have, all the times that we feel like our lives aren't going anywhere, or that things are really hard here, that we have nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to be, that we live, we survive, and we somehow thrive. And it'll be a testament to us living and surviving and thriving. What could be more beautiful? And that's pretty much it. What this is, who I am, when this began, where I'm doing this, how I'm doing this, and why I'm doing this. If you guys have any questions about the things that I talked about, just comment below and let me know. I'll answer them as best as I can, okay? And one more thing. In case you're wondering what this is a pen in the shape of a sonic screwdriver. That is the same sonic screwdriver that is being used by the 9th and the 10th Doctor on Doctor Who. This is a gift given to me by one of my closest friends, and it is one of my most treasured possessions, and I love it to bits. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day.